Right. Hey there. Hello, everybody. How's it going? We're back. We're energized. No, we're just back. We're not energized.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, neighborinos.
What up, guys?
We're just constantly tired. God, what was it? I'm not a night owl, but I'm not an early bird either. I'm just a permanently exhausted pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
Where is that from?
I don't know. I saw it around the internet once. Like, that's accurate. Speaks
That
to
sounds
my
about
soul.
right. I was gonna say we're just like millennials, and so we're just constantly always tired as well. So
Oh God, all
state
of
of
our
being.
mental and physical energy goes to not having a mental breakdown, so we're just like always tired.
That's not what this episode's about.
No.
It's up, 7 up, sprinkle, sprinkle, babies.
Oh God. And who better to talk about like babies and family life than like two of the biggest things in the podcast?
Then me.
Yep, that's not true.
Fucking hate babies. Welcome to Growing Together.
It's not true. We don't hate all kids. We just hate yours. No, that's a joke. We are talking about growing together and everything that kind of like goes with it. So we're also going to be talking about the infant update a little bit because obviously that was like a big, I don't know, setup for growing together, and I have opinions.
When you say
I think
that,
we all have opinions.
You know how in Harry Potter when we're just like, and you went up for the defense against the dark arts position, and you didn't get it. And Snape's like,
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay, so growing together.
Yeah.
It's not generations, guys.
No.
Want to let y'all know.
And this one had like I think kind of like a rough start because it's the 13th expansion pack for The Sims 4. So
13? Ooh.
yeah, the 13th. So I don't know if it's like unlucky number 13 or whatever, but it was leaked on February 1st, 2023. And then officially announced on February 2nd, 2023. I don't even know if any of these leaks are legit anymore, or if they're just like EA going like, we'll leak it so that everybody's hyped for the release, and we're gonna get a lot of people clicking our trailer and stuff.
I'm sorry. So is it a teaser? You're doing a teaser. Just put out a teaser. Don't say someone leaked it. You're putting out a teaser. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's been so many leaks for these new packs that I'm just like, guys, either you need to fucking up your security or just, tell us you're starting the hype train. It's fine. It can be considered a spiritual successor to The Sims 2 Family Fun Stuff, which was a stuff pack. And The Sims 3 Generations, but I think Vanity has something to say about that. But it's focused on family, childhood, and intergenerational activities. We got the new world called
Don't lie to people.
Don't lie.
Don't fucking lie to people. This is nothing like Generations.
There
are no old knees.
Here we go.
There are no fucking. It's nothing. It's nothing. They're not even a fucking stroller. We're not going to get to that part.
Oh my god, there is no stroller.
No. What the fuck is this? Okay, go ahead.
There we go. So we got San Sequoia, which is apparently based on the San Francisco Bay Area. I have never been. I have never seen it. My only knowledge of like the San Francisco Bay Area is from Full House, the Full House intro. That's all I know. And apparently Princess Diaries. Was that also San Francisco Princess Diaries?
It was.
Yeah, because apparently everything goes up and down. You have to climb a hill to get to your. Yeah, no, that's not for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of hills. It's funny. I'm actually going to San Francisco later today. That's where I'm going to brunch at. So.
Oh yeah, let me just pop over to San Francisco for brunch.
And if you've ever seen The Sweetest Thing, that is also set in San Francisco.
No.
Oh, The Sweetest Thing.
It's the most hilarious rom-com ever. Cameron Diaz, Selma Blair, and Christina Applegate. It's
yes,
chef's kiss.
But if you do like rom-coms.
No, but it's not. It's more girls than it's more like girl-centric, friend-centric than like that part. But it's hilarious. There's a whole scene where they have to go pee at a rest stop, and the girls' bathroom is full, so they go to the men's bathroom. And she's like, "Do you want to hear some poetry?" And then she's reading the things on the wall, and she's like, it's like, follow the yellow brick road. So she follows the whole thing, and it's like, Muffy, you look like my little puppy Muffy, and it's a glory hole. So like it goes surprise, and a dick comes through the thing and pokes her in the eye. It is so funny. It is so you don't really see it. It obviously looks like it's like it's fake. It's obviously, but it's so freaking funny. And but it's a whole thing. It's great. Jesus. It's like it's girl humor more than like guy humor, and but they're in San Francisco. That's all. It's a great. But if you do see it, guys, make sure you get the unrated version, not the version you'd see on thing, because you'll miss the whole dick song if you don't.
Oh God!
There's a whole There's a whole restaurant scene, and you'll miss the whole restaurant scene if you.
Oh no! I don't want to miss that. Oh no! So sad.
Don't want to miss.
It's how you're trying to like gas up guys. Oh no, I can't do that. You're too big to fit in here. And it's all tongue in cheek, and it's hilarious. It's my favorite. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so San Francisco. You're popping over to San Francisco for brunch. I sometimes drive to the north of France just for seafood. It's fine.
I drive all the way to downtown Dallas for brunch. That's a good hour.
Yeah, north France is like an hour and a half, so it's not that far. But
with the traffic, about an hour.
You all have an hour for lunch, except that y'all are all in different cities and nice places, and I'm in Dallas. Fuck you, Texas.
I love that you guys drive for an hour and are still in the same state. I drive for an hour and I'm in a different country.
Ma'am, I can drive for 8 hours and still be in the same state.
It still blows my mind.
Same.
Anyway, facial description. You can settle in San Sequoia, a bustling town with historic roots, and live a rich family life full of sleepovers, drama, and self-discovery. Let your parents move in with you, or don't, and see how that affects your relationships, navigate a midlife crisis, and come out with new personality traits. Meet a stranger and have instant chemistry or instant friction. There's a lot to experience together. Also a burnout.
First of all, San Sequoia is cute.
It is cute. It is a very nice world. It's a very cute world. It is also, fun fact, the 5th world to have all the lots built entirely by Simmers, and the 7th world overall to contain lots built by Simmers. And I think Delagrassi and Little Simsy worked on the lots in San Sequoia for this one.
Oh, I will say this though, it's kind of annoying that there aren't that many empty houses.
Yeah, there's only like what?
2?
The houses are never empty, but there's never a lot of empty lots.
Sure, well, not even that. Like, there's nowhere for me to move into. Like, let's want to kick out an already established people.
Yeah,
like,
or whatever's there is too expensive to afford. I feel that.
That's fine. I just use my free real estate cheat and get the house I want.
Yeah. Your options are always very limited, though, because most of them are already occupied. But whatever. So some of the things that were mentioned already were like key choices and milestones that will have like a lasting impact that'll help you shape who your Sims are. You can unlock and change personality traits throughout their lives as they cope with midlife crises. They respond to family requests to move in and more. Apparently, self-discovery is a lifelong journey. I have recently discovered that I'm a grumpy bitch, and honestly, end goal. So, journey over.
It just makes me chuckle that every time I think of self-discovery, I'm like, are we at therapy? Are we going to therapy?
Oh, God.
Is this what this is? But also, while this sounds like it's a great idea in theory, this shit pissed me off. Proceeding on.
Okay.
I'll explain why. But it made me really angry.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Milestones and
oh yes,
finding yourself.
We'll get there.
Fuck finding yourself, okay?
Was it the blowout diapers for you too?
Oh no, baby. You know, I never. I don't play with babies. I skipped that whole shit. I said, "Fuck a baby." I have a toddler who doesn't like to be picked up. Bitch, you can't walk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have a better one for that. Look, try combining that with them always getting, like, when I taught I made a note of this, when I taught my toddler how to walk, like whenever I wanted to teach them how to walk or talk, I'd get the pop-up for like the strict family dynamic is like,
oh my
I want
god.
to teach you basic life skills and all of a sudden I'm strict. Fine, you sit there then. You don't like being picked up? You don't want to walk? You can stay right where you are. I don't care. Be a plant.
I need you to understand, I did not realize how they were like, the first thing I did was try to teach my kid how to fucking walk. And then she didn't want to be picked up. And I was like, well, fuck you then too. You got to walk, right? She walks so damn slow. So I was like, all right, cool. Here we go. Teach you how to talk. And then they were like, what is her name? Fucking forgot her. She's like, she likes, with what she's doing, maybe she wants a strict family dynamic. And I was like, okay, sure. Except now, every time she just randomly just burst into tears because she thinks she's being too strict on her child. And I'm like, exactly. You seriously asked for this.
Exactly. It's like,
why the fuck are you so sad about what
I want to teach you basic
for?
Life skills, and it's just going to make me miserable for the rest of my life. That tracks, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's actually...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No, you just want your kid not to be an asshole and make a mess everywhere constantly, and it's like...
Exactly.
Oh, you're too strict. Do you think you should loosen up and be not... No. But also not being strict.
Fine-tuning. Yeah, it clashes a little bit. But that's one of the new things, as well as the social dynamic. And you're like, sometimes Sims just click. Sometimes they might have natural social chemistry with a Sim they meet at the party, or they might naturally clash. They'll now have preferences that determine which Sims they are socially compatible with, and which Sims are more likely to become their enemies. Not gonna lie, that also kind of annoyed me, because I have no basis for comparison on what will make them gel well together. So if like I've made couples who just don't gel well, and I don't know what to adjust to make them fit together, because like, and then you see the little puzzle piece that like doesn't fit, and it just really makes me real mad. I was like, great, I made you as a married couple and you guys hate each other. That's fantastic. And sure, you can argue that then, yeah, but it adds like a new fun dynamic to the game.
No, don't
like,
care.
Keep them together. No, that is not what I want to do. I am God in this game, and you are not going to take that away from me. If I want those two to be head over heels in love, then that's what they're going to be. Do you hear me? Do you understand me? I paid good money for this pack. I want to get along. I'm not a control freak, but...
I almost spit out my coffee.
But like honestly, facts. Like you make these two, you sit there, you take the time to create these two couples in cast, and then you put them in, and they're like, oh, they're not compatible. Like, I think their traits. You'll be together. Shit.
Exactly. But like, I'm gonna make Caitlin really happy right now and say The Sims 2 did it better with their attraction system.
They did.
You could clearly adjust things to make them attracted to each other. But this is like, what is it? Is it traits based? Is it wants based? Is it what? Do you have to adjust their likes? Like, what determines whether or not they fit together? That's what I want to know. Or do you just like roll the die and see if they'll end up hating each other for the rest of their lives? Or like, what? How do I change it? What do I do? Do I have to cheat? I don't know. But
I tried to cheat to get rid of the strict family thing. I got tired of her being sad about it. I can't figure it out.
I can really recommend UI Cheats. It's such a great little extension. You can just do all the cheats you want just by clicking in the UI. And like, for instance, the toddler thing where you're like, oh, they're, learning how to walk, but they're so slow. I I have never clicked the learn how to walk cheat quicker than when my toddler had the aversion of being picked up. It's like, fine, you don't want me to touch you? You can make sure you can fucking walk a marathon right now. Click. 5,
Well-
level 5. There you go. Go. I don't even want to see you anymore.
It's so annoying because like I need to put you in the fucking high chair, right? So I have to pick you up, and then I pick you up in the high chair, and then they're like, "Oh, I like to be held." Then bitch, crawl your old janky ass into that high chair and eat by your fucking self.
I know that it's all about like the realistic children, like what they like, what they don't like. Some of them like being picked up, some of them don't. Like I know it's a realistic thing.
No.
But this is also what I hate about kids in real life. So
well, it's also super annoying because like there's certain things like, and if I want to go teach you how to potty, like she doesn't just like my sim doesn't just like walk to the bathroom and then old girl follows her. Oh nay, she picks her up to put her junky ass on the potty. I also have potty issues that we'll talk about in a minute, but like, yeah, I'm super frustrated, and I was just like, fuck this. And I'm an idiot because I turned on Long Life because I wanted to make sure I can get all of like her like explore all the toddler
oh god,
things.
no, age that shit up.
No.
But I'm so fucking annoyed of her being a toddler at this point that I'm about to just fucking put on Short Life today and age her janky ass up just so I can have a child.
I will say, and like I know, we're talking a lot of negatives right now, but I will say a lot of people asked to make babies more interactive, and they added the new infant life stage, and they delivered because honestly, once you have an infant, that is all you do. That is, you have time for nothing else. Try like doing a farm challenge with a fucking infant, forget it. You're gonna be looking after that infant all the time. When they get sleepy and they want a nap, you have to sit down and hold them because they want a nap. Of course, if they don't like being held, then they're going to be cranky when they wake up. You have time for nothing else.
Infants get the don't like being held thing too?
Yeah.
Oh, I told y'all, I fucking refuse. You know I don't like babies like that.
I
like real babies sometimes if I can give them back.
Exactly.
But like babies, like in The Sims, fuck them. So like I skipped that. I was like, I'll just do a toddler so I can, and I feel like this is how much I love you, dear listeners, because I made a toddler. Normally I do like a child.
Yep.
But I made a toddler for y'all. This toddler can't even like, everything's like, what's this? I'm like, you don't know what a mirror is, you dumb nut? It's a mirror. And then she says, what's this? And then she looks at it. I'm like, okay, maybe now she knows what a mirror is. Nope. So I'm like, God, you're so fucking annoying. You're so useless. However, it is super cute when they play imagination or whatever with each other. Like the mom and the daughter, they do like play, and they have all like little cute little like imagination swirlies around them, and they're like doing them. It's super cute.
That is cute. That is really cute.
But I like the fact that you can now put them down and play them a little lullaby in their crib.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm just put you down, put on a lullaby, and walk away. That's great.
I like the little play mats that they have now.
That's cute. Crib. And they do have a lot of like individual interactions that they can do with it. So like once they're like far enough, they can do their own tummy time or play with their toys themselves, and you don't have to be like as interactive with them anymore. Unless they shit themselves completely. I have a problem with the blowout diapers. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to get this off my chest. That the blowout diaper milestone for me was horrifying. Okay? I have been scooping cat poop for more than 10 years.
Milestone?
It's a milestone.
Yes, it's a milestone.
Yeah, for both the adult and the infant. Yeah, no, it's a milestone. And let me tell you, I've been scooping cat poop for over 10 years. I have been picking up dog shit for about more than 2 years now, and I'm completely fine with that. But the blowout diaper terrifies me. Like one of my friends, I went to visit her after she just had her infant, and we were sitting on the couch, and she had like a little baby on her chest, and all of a sudden there was this foul smell and just green leaking like along this child's legs. And my friend, I don't know how she did it, but this was like her second child, and she just went like, oh dear. It's like, oh dear, I wouldn't, like, my reflexes would have yeeted that kid across the room at this point. You're just sitting there going, like, oh dear. It's like, oh, I cannot.
So my niece, who is now 18, and she just went, like last week on Tuesday, this Tuesday, that from the week whatever, she went and swore in, and right now she's in basic training for the United States Air Force.
Oh, she's gonna follow in Auntie Vanity's footsteps. So proud.
But when she was a tiny human, I was with her all the time, basically like her mother, and she had a blowout from cheap diapers. We don't do cheap diapers, guys. If you're gonna have a baby,
No.
Swaddlers, Pampers, do it big.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so she was wearing cheap diapers because we had ran out, and those are the ones she got in a baby shower. Like, I'll throw it on until we get some more. And then she had a blowout, and she was wearing one of those like footy pajama things.
Good God, no.
And I was like, this seems like a problem for her mother. And I was like, Dad, I don't know what to do with this. And my dad was like, I don't know what to do that either. I was like, you had a baby. What do you do with this? And he was like, I don't know, man. You're like 20. And I was like, yeah, but
you're a parent.
Help. I'm not. So both of us are just like, oh, and my dad.
You have multiple children. I have none. You are the adult in this situation. You deal with it.
I need you to understand when I was like 6 or 7 and threw up hot dogs and porky beans all over myself in my sleep and then rolled in it, and then because I thought it was a cold spot in my bed, and then I got up and I was like, and my dad was in the kitchen making himself a bowl of the leftovers because it was like nighttime, and I was like, Dad, I don't feel good. And he sees me and he just plops his bowl down on the thing, and then he's just like, and his response was to take all of my clothes. Put me in the shower, turn it on, take all of my clothes, and put them in a trash bag. And he went to the room, took all of the sheets, the blanket, the pillows. He not even the pillowcases, just the whole pillows, and took them and put them into a trash bag. That's my dad's response to like that. So
that sounds logical to me personally.
What was his response to my niece's blowout? He put her because we were in the kitchen, he put her in the sink. He took all of her clothes and he put them in a trash bag. And he just turned on the sink and he turned on a little sprayer and it was just like spraying her.
Still better than what I would have done, which is take baby outside and turn on the hose.
But he reverted back to all those years with, hey, same method, try and true.
He had flashbacks to Nam. He was like, the sprayer. And then I was like,
oh, okay. Do we wanna bless our Lord and Savior Caitlin for a minute? She gave us some advice on the family ties. So apparently for both the family ties and the self-discovery, they get triggered whenever certain types of interactions are used several times in a row. So if the same parent is teaching the toddler to walk over and over and over, it'll bring up the strict tie. And like throwing in just like a play or a social interaction that isn't teaching should stop that happening every time. And apparently it's why her siblings keep getting like the jokester trait. But yeah, instead of going like teach how to walk, teach how to walk, teach how to walk, teach how to talk, just throw in something fun every once in a while. It's really just adds so much more work at this point. I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna skip that family tie. It's fine. I don't want it.
Oh, also, my toddler has this thing where she really likes books and she wants to be read to a whole bunch.
Oh,
and I was like, it's very cute, but it's also kind of annoying. So I proceeded to teach her how to read. So now she can read to her fucking self.
Oh, that's so cute. Look, man, teach your children how to read. Unless, I don't know, in America, so many books are being banned, you probably have nothing left to read but the Bible at some point.
That too.
I'm so sorry for you. I feel so bad. Like, whenever I see more stuff coming out of America, I'm just like, I can't believe... I have people that I love in this country, and I feel so bad for them.
I need you to understand.
At least in Florida.
America as a whole, and then I live in Texas.
Oh God, it's the worst.
So it's just even worse.
It's not
DEI? What's DEI? Who cares about diversity and inclusivity? Who cares?
We don't
Who
care about that.
cares?
We don't care
Who
about
cares
that.
about diversity? Diversity is for suckers.
No. Just give us more giant gas station shopping malls, apparently.
Look, you don't hate on Buc-ee's.
I saw like a YouTube video about Buc-ee's and I'm like, what in the fresh hell is this? Why is everything cowboy? Like this job is cowboy.
You don't remember when I gave you guys my own personal tour?
Yeah, you sure did. That is
and the bejeweled Bibles. No one.
That's insane.
Anyway,
I forgot about that.
Speaking about the Bible, let's talk about sibling and marital relationships, which are the only valid relationships, apparently. Close is a relationship that you can get. Close family members are tight-knit. They have a very strong relationship. They'll naturally gravitate towards each other, and they'll develop strong positive sentiments more easily when spending time together. And when socializing, they will share deep thoughts with each other more often.
My two have that, but they have to because they're the only family they've got.
Does it turn them into the Shining twins is what I want to know, because that would be cool.
Well, they're like mother and daughter, so more like Grey Gardens.
Oh,
but
oh my God, no. I've been watching a lot of commentary YouTubers lately, and one of the ones that I really like is Anna Marie Fortino. I don't know. But she's amazing, and she has this sort of like "Are the straights okay?" section, and she was doing commentary on this show that's like I'm Dating a Mama's Boy or something like that.
I watch an episode and I love trash TV, but even I was like, I can't.
Oh, that would make me so mad. Like some of these mothers are just like, why are you doing? And then there was another one who's like, it was about it. This wasn't the same show. It was another one. It was like mommy issues or something. And this was a daughter who was so close to her mother. The daughter was she was married to her wife, and they wanted to have a baby, and she let her mother artificially inseminate her with a turkey baster. And for me, that was just like,
what?
Yeah, they got the swimmers, and they put it in the thing, and she put the thing in her daughter, and I like, why not let your wife do that? And like the daughter legitimately said, like, I know because she didn't tell her wife they were gonna do this. They didn't tell anyone. So she was just like, I know if my wife knew, like, she would have preferred to do it herself, but I want my mom to do it. I'm like, I can't imagine asking my mom, hey, can you knock me up? That is just, oh, I don't like it. I need to shower now. So we have close. What's the opposite of close? Distant. So
Complicated.
So Sims with a distant family dynamic, they tend to be more reserved when they're around each other. They won't make particularly frequent contact when they're apart. Like even when they're in the same household, they won't go out of their way to interact or spend time together. If they do have to speak, it'll just be like small talk, and they'll have a higher chance of forming bitter sentiments towards each other.
Somebody in the dev groups has parent issues, and
or sibling issues. Because I
understand.
I don't have siblings, so I don't know if that's the thing, and I'm very close to my parents, so I can't relate. But I've read some Reddit threads where I'm like, we also have jokesters. This is a family dynamic that Caitlin was talking about. With the jokester family dynamic, they're like usually just cracking jokes. They make each other laugh. When they socialize, they'll often naturally lean toward funny interactions, when you let them have free will. I don't. So they'll tell jokes. They might even team up and get into mischief together, and they're more likely to form close or hurt sentiments towards each other. Because I guess if your sibling like overdoes it on the pranking, maybe the other one get a little hurt. Or if they start doing pranks without you, maybe you're just like, I thought we had a thing and now we don't. I thought we were Fred and George and now you're Percy. I don't, like, what the fuck?
What an insult.
I mean, right? There's also the caregiver relationship, and it adds like 3 more of those, which is supportive, permissive, and strict, which we were talking about. Supportive, like the older sim often provides the younger sim with emotional support, reassurance. They serve as a role model. When socializing, they'll like provide affection and compliments, and the older sim will actively seek to console or cheer up the younger sim, and the younger sim will feel more comfortable venting their complaints or asking for help a bit more. A healthy parent-child relationship.
Which is what I wanted. Okay, side note, when you make your sims in Create a Sim, you make a parent and a child, you can make this
You can.
thing.
Oh,
And
really?
I initially had it, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I initially had them as supportive. And then the thing popped up and was like, do you want to be strict? Or like, you're leading, and I was like, okay, I didn't know what I was doing. And it changed, and I can't change it back.
Oh, cast full edit mode.
I tried.
It should be able to. Does it not let you change their relationship settings? Does not work? I'm gonna Google it for you. I'll find out, honey. Don't worry.
There has to be a way.
We also have permissive sims with a permissive family dynamic. They tend to let things slide when the younger sims get into trouble, and the older sims will often shower them with affection and compliments, and the younger sims will tend to be more demanding, and they'll be more likely to form like adoring sentiments towards each other. But I think this is also the kind of parent who just does not discipline their child ever and just lets them run free, and then you get like entitled little assholes.
Moving on.
Sometimes you need to be strict with your children. Some people have a problem with that, I guess. But when sims have a strict family dynamic, like the younger sims in their relationship, they will respect the authority of the older sim. And the younger sim, they often meet the high expectations set for them, though they often feel stressed around the older sim. And when socializing, the older sim will often like demand more of them, and the younger sim will usually play it safe with small talk. So yeah, if you look at all these kind of like the relationships that we have, what you need is kind of like a nice, healthy mix of several of them. Don't do the difficult one. That's not great. But you have to be sort of like a combo of strict. You can be a little bit permissive. You can be permissive, but up to a certain degree. Don't be too permissive. Just like have a nice balance. Balance is key. Everything perfectly balanced as it should be. Go the Thanos way.
As a Libra, that is hard. As a Libra, that is hard.
I get that. I am a Virgo with ADHD, so I want everything to be perfect, but I can't do it because I don't have the attention span. It's great.
Oof.
Yeah, my hyperfixations are fun. They leave me completely just wrecked. But there are new families. There's new objects. There's like one of my favorite ones personally is the treehouse.
Yes, this treehouse is so cute.
The fact that you can fucking build a treehouse is just mwah, chef's kiss, beautifully done. There's the board games and the puzzles.
I haven't found a treehouse. Now I'm sad about it. I want a treehouse. A lot of these things I can't do until she's a child.
You can build the treehouse now to get her like prepped.
Yeah.
By the time it's done, because it does take a while, but it's super fun. You can add a slide, you can add a bell, you can change like the theme of it. They can play different things in it, like play pretend, like castles and pirates, and it's just super fun.
They can sleep in it. They can relax. Yeah, it's really cute.
My sim is obsessed with a rocking chair. I have one in the living room, and next to her, like she crochets and she cross stitches. And she's like obsessed with that. She will literally go to that rocking chair like all time. She's just like, I just love this chair. She won't sit on anything else. It's hilarious. Like every time she goes in the living room to sit down, she's like, and I'm in the rocking chair. And then you have her little toddler goes up and like sits on the couch. But it's so cute when they get on the couch. They have to like climb on the couch. So she'll climb on the couch and then she'll ask to like read a book.
Have you guys tried the celebration canon yet for a gender reveal party?
No.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a celebration canon for like it's kind of like it's a baby shower. It's not a gender reveal party, but it's a baby shower. I believe.
Can you cause wildfires?
If you shoot it inside, it can start a fire. Yep. There's changing tables now, which a lot of people have been asking for a very long time. Yes. I believe. I'm a little bit about them because when you change the diaper, they just like smack it on the floor somewhere. And then Like, even if you put, like, a little bin next to it to just go on the floor. I don't know
There's
if
like
this
a
is, like,
changing
a bug
table
or
and like
whatever.
a bin combo,
Yeah.
and it will still just plop it on the floor. I'm like,
Plop it on the
bro, I
floor.
literally bought it with the combo for a reason.
Yep. It's just so that you can then put your child down, pick up the diaper, and put it in the bin. Okay, but it's still, like, something you could, I don't know. It's whatever. Infant carriers. How do we feel about the carriers that are carriers and not buggies? That are not strollers. How do we feel about that?
I wish for strollers.
Yeah.
Or an option for both.
Because, like, the carriers are fun because you can, like, sort of, like, take them with you, except when they bug. When they bug out, it's terrifying. But I personally would also have preferred strollers, and I know for a fact Vanity would have preferred strollers. So
Okay,
go.
so my sim lives next to that park, right? And I did this on purpose so that she can go to the park. I was like, yay, park. Well, unfortunately, like, my toddler doesn't like to be held. So now I have to walk to this park with this fucking child who is toddling. She knows how to walk. She can walk. No matter how much you teach them how to walk, they still do that toddler walk thing.
Beautiful.
So she's fucking toddling on, trying to go to this park. And I'm like, this is taking way too long. And then she gets all tired and she's all like, and I'm just like, I just want to go to you live right next door to the park. This shouldn't take that long. But because there's no fucking stroller, I have to walk with you. Or hold you, but I can't hold you because you're pissy about it and then you want to cry and whine at the park. So we don't leave our house.
Nope. I feel that.
Like, literally, we have not left the house. We go to the back.
Yeah.
Well, we go to the backyard, and that's the extent of what we do. We don't leave our home. Our lot is our home. Nobody comes over because I don't want anybody to come over while she's a toddler. No one comes over. No one leaves. My Sim's whole life revolves around her child, knitting, and cooking.
Sounds about right.
If that works for you.
I don't think my sim ever like changes her clothes during her her infant while she's caring for this baby. She's in her
always in her pajamas.
Always in her robe and her bonnet.
Yeah.
Constantly. And then always forget that her legs aren't shaved until I go into cast to like change something. I'm like, oh, this bitch got some free legs, and I forget.
Love that.
Because I always forget about that feature now.
Yep.
So I'm always like, oh shit.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. No, I'm kidding.
It is. I'm like, oof. I'm like, let me shave you.
Have any of you found the keepsake boxes yet?
I have. I didn't know what it was.
No.
I was like, oh, this sounds cool. I have one. And I have when I bought it. It sucks, though, because you can't put anything in it until an elder blesses it or something. And we don't have any elders.
Oh,
so
lovely.
You have to wait for an old person to be like, this is our family keepsake box. And then once they do that, then you can put shit in it.
Like any old person or like your family old person?
It can't just be some random Joe Schmo old guy walking down the street like homeless Joe. No, it has to be like somebody in your family. But again, unfucking fortunately, we don't have any old people in our family because
I make them all die.
I never play them.
Yeah.
So now, once she moves out to become her own personal horse girl, then I guess her mom can be an elder and bless the keepsake box, and then we can move on from there. But, like, I guess if you're doing a generational child, I'm never going to do this box, because I don't like to do generations. So
that would actually be really good for generational challenges to, like, have something in the keepsake box.
Yeah, that's what I found out, because I bought one, and I put it on the desk next to the computer, and I was like, ooh, go look in the box. And then I was like, you have to have an elder bless the box or something. And I was like,
How do we feel about sleeping bags?
I haven't used one yet because she's a toddler.
I fucking love it because sometimes I have like a house renovation challenge and you don't have a bed yet, and now I could put like an actual sleeping bag on the floor instead of having her because even in the beginning a cot is too fancy. Sleeping bag, or the way I did Rags to Riches and San Sequoia is perfect for Rags to Riches because you have the family rec center, which we're going to talk about, but they have like a lot of shit that's perfect for Rags to Riches. For instance, you can get a sleeping bag and take it to the rec center and sleep indoors. And you're close to showers, you're close to a kitchen, you're close to a toilet, and then sometimes you can go back to your lot and do whatever. Just get yourself a sleeping bag, go sleep in the rec center. Beautiful.
That's pretty good.
Just a little tip.
That's
We also have,
pretty good.
yeah, it's great. There's photo collages, but I think that was like something that you could also do with like the mosquito pack. There were rocking chairs, splash pads, suitcases, new swings, toddler slides, tree houses, and an upright piano, which a lot of people have been asking for, and which I'm personally very happy with, because who has the space for a grand fucking wing piano?
Also, side note, can we also talk about how like a lot of like again, I bought the swing set and I was like, I'm so excited about it, but my fucking toddler can't swing on it.
No.
Not even like
That's
in the
weird.
lap of her mom, you know?
No.
Like
Yeah.
no.
I think that might be
I'm like,
too hard to animate or whatever. I don't
I was
know.
like, age the fuck. I'm just gonna age. I'm aging her up. I have to. I was like, I was trying to get like her milestones and like her little aspirations before I aged her up, but
Yeah. I know I had a toddler in like the fall winter period, so I couldn't even do anything fun with them outside. I couldn't put them in the pool, obviously. I couldn't use the splash pads. I couldn't use the baby slide, and I was just like, this is kind of boring. I have nothing fun to do with you, child. Just go play with your
yeah,
dolls.
it's the fall. It's same thing. Like she just plays with the
Yeah.
dolls and that and and the is that a tent? What is that thing?
Oh, the little play tent.
Oh yeah.
Thingy?
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
play tent that I do, that is cute. That's an entirely different pack. We have new social events. We have the baby shower that I mentioned, that you can just create chaos and set everything on fire with a fucking cannon. There's a family reunion, which I haven't been able to do yet because I start a family and lose interest after they have like 2 kids or whatever. And slumber party.
I'm excited for slumber party when she becomes a child.
I will try that. Definitely,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. There's some new aspirations. You have creative genius for a child, you have mind and body for a child, you have playtime captain for a child, and you have like slumber party animal for a child. And like creative genius is like a combination of like the creative want and the like science want, and then mind and body is the same with like I think the athletics, that they wanted to do all the athletic stuff but also do all the like literary stuff. um it's interesting because it means that they don't have to like just latch onto one hobby. They can sort of branch out, which is fun.
Yeah.
There's a new soul radio station. There's new television channels, which I haven't tried yet, but I should. Brainchild Learning, Sitcom Central, and Scare Max.
So
Scare
funny
Max.
story. If
That's
you
funny.
if you put on Scare Max and your toddler is in the room,
Oh no. Oh, I'll have to try that now.
I'll have to try that.
I'll try that now.
you're welcome.
Yep.
It was an accident.
Oh god. Sure. Sure, accident. The Recreation Center. Honestly, one of the best law types ever created, in my opinion. I fucking love it. You can do anything there. There's computers. You have access to books. You can play games and puzzles. There's showers. There's toilets. There's a kitchen. You can live there. If you don't have a house on your lot and you're doing a rags to riches challenge, that rec center is the best fucking thing, honestly. And the one in San Sequoia is real cute. Not gonna lie, super fun. There's also like you can have events there. Like I put some stuff down there to do baby showers there. You could do your reunions there. You can do anything there. There's a gym. There's an art class room with like easels, and they also have like drawing tables for the kids. So they have stuff for everybody. And there's a toddler corral
Oh,
or an infant corral or whatever you want to put it. There's just like a play area for toddlers and infants, and there's a fence around it. Like there's a gate and everything, so you put them down there and they can't get out.
that's
So
pretty
bring
good.
your children, put them there, leave them there, do what you want, do your thing. They'll be fine. Not going anywhere. Love it. Love it. There's new like and dislike categories, conversation topics, and sim characteristics. And let's talk about some other new features.
By the way,
Although
side
this,
note, how's my toddler going to get to the recreation center?
you bring them,
In my arms?
yeah,
Yep.
traumatize them and then put them down in the play area to have the time of their life. And make it extra hard if you want to leave because you have to put them down again. Features. This is a feature. For me, it was an absolute, just hell. Burnout. as someone who has experienced burnout twice in my life, I can guarantee you it's not fun. It's definitely not fun. It is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Burnout in The Sims. Okay, so what basically once you like do too much work activities, your sim gets like a little moodlet that says like, "Oh, she's on the way to burning out," and you want to make sure that you don't go too far and get a burnout. The way you can get burnout, like if you constantly repeat like logic skills or do something that requires logic skills, you're gonna get the little moodlet that says, "Oh, you're in risk of a burnout." And what you have to do then is like counteract it by doing creative stuff like painting
Mm-hmm.
or knitting, or just doing something creative. And that'll eventually bring that moodlet down, and then you won't have a burnout. But if you keep doing logic stuff, apparently at some point you're going to be in a full burnout, right? And then again, you have to do like creative stuff to like counteract the burnout. My sim she was in science career track. She got a burnout. And no matter how many times I made her like paint a picture or do something creative or whatever, that fucking moodlet would not go down. I don't know if it was a bug. I don't know what it was. Like I sent her to the spa. She took a vacation. She painted. She made things. She played games. She did anything other than logic. But it would not go away. And even if you're in your burnout, eventually you're going to have to go to work, which uses, that particular skill that you need that caused the burnout. So all of your hard work in between is going to be gone. At least it was for me. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's a bug. Maybe it's been fixed in a patch. But for me, it just would not go down. I had to cheat the burnout moodlet away.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yep. Just would not go away. Children can also learn to ride bicycles, which I have to admit is the cutest fucking thing.
It really is. I was having mine teach my son, and it was actually really cute.
It's adorable. So kudos to that. Like when they come into their older ages, there's so much more stuff to do with them. It's so fun. Apparently, there was a feature that children could lose their baby teeth, but it had to get removed from the game for a bit because some kind of glitch was causing children to do this activity. If they lost their baby teeth, they like grow up funny.
They grow up with no teeth.
So I don't know if it's still in there or not, but like I haven't experienced it yet. But like,
you grow up Gumby.
Like, if you see some of the like physical glitches that sometimes happen with these Sims, like anything teeth related scares the shit out of me. So I would probably never play again. So I'm glad they took that out. There's childhood confidence. There's a cinema you can go to. It's a rabbit hole, obviously, but whatever. There's the family dynamics. There's friendship bracelets, which are cute. You can make friendship bracelets and then give them to your friends. They're adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Very Taylor Swift Eras concert. By the way, side note, can I just talk for a second about how like after the whole thing with her Eras concert, her Eras tours, everybody doing friendship bracelets, and now everybody else is like trying to do it for their concerts too. And I was like,
I know nothing about Taylor Swift.
You would make bracelets, so that was a whole big thing, like friendship bracelets, and pass it out during like you would like trade them at the concerts and stuff like that. But like now, other people or like I think the Jonas Brothers, they're doing friendship bracelets at their concerts now too, and stuff like that too. Anywho, back onto infants and toddlers.
Yes, infant-specific food recipes. My first infant, I tried to feed them mushy peas and they hated it, and I was so proud of my child because mushy peas are the worst.
I actually thought that was a really cute feature. With like trying their first food and like all the different options. I was like, okay, this is cute. This is cute.
I just really, really want to get them to the point where they can do the sit up thing so that I can put them in that high chair and make them taste all the food. But it takes so long to get them to sit up by the fucking selves. So much tummy time.
And the quirks.
Picky eater.
Are the messy eater one? I don't know how much
my gosh.
about that one, but she did. And then also hates to be held. Fuck you. And then the cutest ones ever is like likes to be read to.
That's so cute.
So I can read her to sleep and she loves it.
One of my babies would frequently sneeze and I was like, it would just do little like, achoo! I was like, oh my god! It was so cute! I was like, oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, the infant designs are kind of cute. They're really cute. Some of the shit that they do is just so adorable.
as someone who was an infant toddler teacher for a couple years in a daycare center, all these little infant stuff is just like, because I love the little stages that babies do for all them basically learning to be little people. I'm just like, this is great. It's really cute.
So infants have early riser, snuggly sleeper, hates bedtime, loves wake up time, and hates wake up time.
Yep.
Gassy, messy eater, picky eater, good appetite, frequently hiccups or sneezes. Loves being held, hates being held. Feeding tinkler. What the fuck is a feeding tinkler?
What is that?
I think that while they're eating, they like go to the bathroom.
Free air tinkler.
Don't want to know.
Self-soother.
So if you like play with them, they're like pee on you. Like that's what I'm like.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to know. It's the same with like the werewolf pack where they were like they could pee on the ground, and I was just like, I did not need this in my life, honestly. But whatever, you do you.
Happy spitter, loves sounds and little babbler. And then for toddlers, aggressive. Gotta love a good aggressive child, raising a little freaking serial killer over here.
We're literally the size of something that I could kick across a fence. You do not want to aggro me.
And I'll do it.
Just for the record, I would never kick a child, just so you know. I need to state this because otherwise people might run with it and go like, Ava kicks children! I do not. I might think about it, but I'll never do it.
Only if they're knee height.
Charmer, little singer.
That's Caitlin's favorite.
Loves being carried. Not my fucking sim. Loves water. Loves wake up time. Good appetite. Loves sounds.
Loves wake up time, not me.
Right? Just in general sounds? Like just regular just sounds? Like
probably like
the sound of the dishwasher. Like the sound of
the
like,
dishwasher.
Like I don't understand how loves wake up time is even an option. Like who likes to wake up? Says the woman who took a second job in a bakery and now has to get up at 4:45 in the morning, which I did today. I'm dead.
The love sounds one gets me as a person who gets overstimulated very quickly by ambient sound, like the sound of the dishwasher. I can't stand it.
Oh god, yeah.
The sound of the fan on the microwave, can't stand it. The sound of the air coming out of my car, when the fan's up too high, can't stand it.
When I moved into my apartment, my dad, he played like lawn bowls, kind of like it's pétanque, which is like a French like sport where you throw like big balls at a little ball on a court. I can't explain that, but he played that and he won a prize. And you know, if you get a prize, you can go up to a table and pick something. And he picked this giant kitchen clock, like this old analog kitchen clock. And he's like, here for your new apartment. And it's like giant clock, and I put it on my wall and put the batteries in, and just it was so loud, just the tick tick tick. Oh, I couldn't do it. I took the batteries out, and my dad was like, oh, is something wrong with your clock? It's like, yeah, it's not working anymore. I don't know. It stayed with me for a really long time. But he was like, do you still like need this clock? And I was like, no, it doesn't work anymore, so I'm gonna take it. I was like, oh, I'll take it to the dump. Y'all, he did not take it to the dump. He took it home, and it's now in their laundry room, like downstairs near the patio. They made their like part of their laundry room into a little lounge area. It is now there. And when we are sitting on the patio, like eating or whatever, that fucking clock, and it drives me insane. I sit there, and my mom and I are having a coffee, and we're like knitting together or crocheting together, or even having a conversation, just like in the background, like tick, tick. I'm like, oh, I just want to rip it off the wall.
One final one, by the way, is destructive. Toddlers can also be destructive.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Obvi. I broke a lot of stuff when I was a kid. Not gonna lie.
I broke things as a kid, too, because I was clumsy. Like, because I was all arms and legs, and so I would, like, body check things or just be a gangly fuck and like knock things off walls. So
I once tried to, my dad went into the supermarket and left my little 4-year-old ass in the car, and I crawled up behind the wheel and I was like, I saw daddy drive a car, I'm gonna drive the car. And what was in the car? The key to the garage, which I then promptly stuck into the ignition for the car, tried to go vroom vroom, and broke the key off in the car ignition lock. I did that. My dad came back to the car, saw me sitting in the back, sobbing uncontrollably, and he's like, "Oh God, what did she do?" That's what she did.
So and then probably like, "Oh shit, I left the kid in the car. Oh shit."
Yeah. No, you shouldn't have. You should know this, man. Don't leave your kid alone in the car.
You're like, shit, I shouldn't have left her. So not really, happened because she did some shit.
So really, who's to blame here? Little 4-year-old me who didn't know any better, or the grown-ass adult who knew he shouldn't have left his goddamn 4-year-old alone in the car? Anyway, y'all, something we don't have experience with yet, question mark? Let's talk about a midlife crisis, and anyone who watches Vanderpump Rules or follows Vanderpump Rules might be familiar with this. You know, some of the cast go through it, like Tom Schwartz bleached his hair. Tom Sandoval cheated on his girlfriend of 9 years with someone who was like half her age. It's fine. People can do a lot in a midlife crisis. Also, if you want to hear like me and Julia talk about Scandal, let us know. We'll do a bonus on that because we have.
I may want that one.
Oh, you could come in.
I'll sit for that one because I've heard a lot of different things of it, but I just need someone to just tell me the timeline from start.
Yeah. Okay. So midlife crises.
It happens during the adult life stage because obviously you need to be like in that advanced age. So first you're notified that your sim's going through an early midlife crisis. Kind of like same like a burnout, you get a warning, right? You get one.
So this happens no matter what?
And I don't know how it gets triggered. Maybe it has something to do with you not fulfilling your like lifetime wants or whatever. I don't know how it gets triggered. It happens. Okay. You're notified, it gives them a moodlet. And then later you'll notice a midlife crisis under your sim's aspiration. Now there are multiple midlife desires, right? You have either the desire of adventure, it's centered around experiencing new and exciting things like exploring new areas, engaging in extreme sports, and discovering hidden treasures. So your midlife crisis might be, your want might be to go to like was it Simador or whatever, to go to the jungle and go, I can't even remember what it's called. I'm sorry.
Isn't it like El Salvador, but like not?
Yeah, something like that.
El Salvadoraro or El Simadoraro or
something like that.
Something.
I don't remember. See, that's how often I go there.
I haven't
Road to El Dorado.
Yes,
Road to El Dorado.
Yep. Or maybe they want to go, skiing or mountain climbing or like climb Mount Komorebi. I don't know. There's a desire for relationships. They want to make new, meaningful connections, like make new friends, get married, or befriend a rabbit. That is apparently an option. They want to create, so they want to like center them around creative activities like painting, knitting, visiting museums, and more. So you have like this marketing executive or this like manager who goes through his midlife crisis, and all of a sudden he like leaves his job, moves to the countryside, and just paints or knits all day long. There's also the desire for success. Those are primarily focused on improving skills and achieving career promotions. So there is that. So fun. You could be in a midlife crisis, and then all of a sudden you'll get a burnout because you're so focused on your job.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's too real, Sims. Too real.
I know.
I want to be successful, but also no.
Also no. Definitely no. Apparently each midlife crisis experience is unique. So there's not a complete list of tasks, but they will align with the desire that they got. So we don't have a specific list of what tasks they're going to want to do. So if you want to experience that, maybe like make an adult sim and make them go into midlife crisis. It starts with a 7-day time frame, but as you complete tasks, it'll go down. Milestones are about as close to a memory system as we're going to get. I'm so sorry, Caitlin. I feel for you. But yeah, milestones. There's a bunch, like we said, the blowout, baby's first blowout. There's like their first smile, their first steps. For adults, it's like getting engaged, getting married, getting
promotion, breaking up, like that.
All of that,
So, okay. So the reason why I put the long thing on for my toddlers, because I like to make sure my kids like grow up into good, like the next life stage, to complete what they're supposed to complete. But I was like, are milestones something you're supposed to complete, or does it matter? Like,
I don't think it really matters. It's just like if you do them, you do them. If you're a completionist, you know, maybe for a challenge or a generational challenge, it'll be like, you have to complete all of the milestones, or you have to complete all of these milestones before you can age up your kid. That's maybe something interesting you can do with it. But I don't think it's like, I don't think it unlocks anything. So
No, because I think it doesn't even it doesn't like show even like what you should be like. It doesn't show like blank ones. It just pops into
yeah, it just pops up. You don't have a list of things to complete or anything. They're just like, you do the thing and it's there.
Yeah.
Hey, random layoffs, right? Because let's get more depressed in this really depressing economy.
Make it real.
It happened to my sim.
Bucket. They said
did it?
Realism.
Yeah, and I worked real hard to get her at like almost to the top of her career, and she got laid off on level 9 of her career.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know random layoffs were a thing in this expansion.
So mad. I was so mad. I was like,
so stupid.
And I think it also makes it so that you can't reapply for the new job for like a period of time for that particular branch. So that career. So if you're fired from the athletics career, if you're laid off, you can't immediately reapply for a job in the athletics career. Like I'd have to check it out, but I think that was the case. And I was like, I can't believe I'm so close. Taste it, and then gone. Yeah. So that's great. Self-discovery. We have the possibility to gain new traits or change existing traits into opposite ones. So you can start off as a slob, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, maybe I don't like all the company of the dust bunnies, and you just start cleaning up, and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, they give you a little pop-up and say like, oh, you've actually been showing like neat traits. Like, do you want to change slob to neat? You can do that. You can
Side note, real quick, the dust bunnies.
Yeah.
My little toddler made friends with the dust bunny, and I didn't realize that when I vacuumed, they would go away.
Yeah, they would go away.
Oh,
I don't get attached to them because I can't stand the dust, but
oh
yeah.
my God.
So, I didn't know.
Like,
like your friend, real quick.
Yep.
I think I can't save it. Okay.
And immediately you have like a difficult relationship. It's great. Like mom wants to live in a clean home. Now we have a difficult relationship. It's great. So you can either accept it, you can embrace the change, or you can reject it and whatever. You can get around 3 new traits this way. So if you start to have your sim do certain activities related to traits, like it'll trigger the pop-up eventually. So if you're suddenly outside a lot, like go camping a lot, do a lot of gardening, fishing, whatever, it'll be like you get a pop-up saying, do you want the outdoor trait? And then you can get that trait. There's like, yeah, it pops up once you do the thing a lot. Do you keep, have you had those? If you have those, do you keep them or do you just go, meh?
I've kept 1 or 2, but I've ignored some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Usually if it's a negative trait, I don't want them.
Yeah. Because I do like to keep my Sim's house clean, but I don't need her to freak out if it's not.
Yeah. Don't want to
I don't need her to be neat. I don't need her to be neat freak.
Just because I don't want dust bunnies doesn't make me a neat freak. Like I vacuum.
I'm cleaning the counter for a clean workspace as I cook doesn't mean I constantly need to know. That's why I gotta make
I have a dog and 2 cats. I have to clean. I have to vacuum every day. You have a husky. I believe that you feel me on this. Yep.
You vacuum twice a day sometimes because
otherwise it's just tumbleweeds everywhere. It's great.
As a person who owns cats who shed a fuck ton, also
feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about social compatibility. There are 4 types. You have awful, bad, good, and amazing. So this is what I explained to you, how like Sims get this like compatibility thing, and I have no idea. Apparently Caitlin is amazing and found a guide, so I might have to look that up, but it shows whether your Sims will get along or not. You can check compatibility. You have that with like the little puzzle pieces and their relationship, and apparently someone has done the math and went with like the trait, the likes and the dislikes influence it. So I have like trait likes for an ambitionless sim are like lazy and slob, and the dislikes are ambitious and apparently like the trade things. So I'm guessing a sim who's like hot-headed won't get along with a sim who's like good or something like that, or like they'll clash. So I'm guessing it has something to do with that, with your traits.
So their compatibility based on their traits and their likes and dislikes?
Apparently, it's more like someone who is lazy and a slob will like sims, will be compatible with sims who are lazy and a slob, but they won't be compatible with sims who are ambitious. Or sims who are a snob and materialistic won't get along with sims who are good, and vice versa. And like family oriented and childish sims won't get along with sims who hate children, obvi. Stuff like that. It's like
Okay.
that compatibility. So I'm so happy that someone like freaking spelled this out to me. I'm gonna have to go back to those couples and see where I went wrong, because I'm pretty like when I looked at their traits, I was like really sure to make sure that they like matched, but I must have messed up somewhere. I don't know. What I have noticed is that I took a sim once out of the gallery who had the materialistic trait, and I adjusted his traits. But when I played him, so he no longer had the materialistic trait, but when I played him, he still got that moodlet that the materialistic sims get of like if they haven't bought new stuff for a while, like the tense moodlet. And I was like, but you're not. I took that out. You're not like that anymore. But he still gets it all the time.
I think
don't know
sometimes once you place that like trait or that extra whatever for it, it'll stay there.
Oh no, this was way before. This was way before. Like I got him out of the gallery, and he came with the materialistic trait, and I switched that out with something else. But he still gets like the tense moodlet whenever I use him. But at least now, so obviously, if you have a romantic sim, they're not going to gel well with a non-committal sim, etc. So they just won't be compatible, which is smart. So we have that. And then apparently you can also be workplace rivals. I haven't had that yet. My sim doesn't socialize with her coworkers.
My sim doesn't leave her house, so
that too.
Let's talk about temporary stayovers, because everybody just keeps on getting that call, I believe, like as soon as I enter my lot and start playing, like literally 5 minutes later, fucking Kyle Kyleson calls me as like, hey bro,
not Kyle Kyleson.
According to our dear Caitlin, he is a Ken who likes to stay at your house.
He made your house his Moto Dojo Casa house?
Apparently. He will come over, he will come to your Barbie house, and he will turn it into his Mojo Dojo Casa house. Caitlin's experience so far is that they will literally burn your house down and still not go home. So be careful who you invite over.
He's Kato Kaylin.
Yeah. So
Please tell me he's blonde.
I haven't seen him yet, but let's find out. I think there's.
Oh my god, he's Kato Kaylin.
Oh my god, he is Kato Kaylin.
Oh, he's such a fucking Chad. Look at him.
He's a Kyle Kyleson.
He's a Kyle Kyleson.
Kyle Kyleson.
Ah!
This Ken's job is bro.
His job is bruv.
It's possible he has an amazing compatibility with everyone. Apparently, there was a discussion in our Patreon Discord about it. I never invite him over. I don't need that energy in my space, so I never invite him over. So I don't know.
I'm never going to invite him over now.
If you want to find out what the discussion was about, or if you want to, add to this discussion, if you found out differently, join our Patreon, and you can join us in our Discord. It's just for like $1 a month. You have, I think, access to our Discord, and you can come chat with us, and you can come yell at Vanity and I for how much we hate children.
Because we do.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. But he's also hot gossip. He's got hot gossip. You can read it on the Sims wiki if you guys want. Like, apparently, if you gossip with him, he has the tea. He also has, I think, like level 6 in comedy skill and level 9 in knitting. So if you do invite him over, like maybe you can get him to make you a sweater or something. I don't know.
He's never leaving, so you might as well.
Nope. He's unemployed, so don't expect him to contribute. He's genius, lazy, clumsy, gregarious, and a party animal.
He's genius, but he's also lazy. So he's really smart, but he's not doing shit.
No, he's not going to do shit with it. He's a party animal. He has a party animal aspiration, and his reputation is pristine.
It's funny, I read down lower and it says, Kyle has a special action titled Cut Loose, woo! In which he dances while pumping his arms. Despite there being no music, he will do this action randomly for a short period of time.
No. God.
Kyle is dancing to the music in his head.
Dance like nobody's watching, Kyle. Look, apparently if you do the gossip with him, you can get Sansequoia's secrets, and he's gonna give you some lore. And I was just scrolling down a little bit. So you have 0 through 31 relationship points, between 33 and 65, between 66 and 100. And one of them is you ever have a rough day? I don't have many, but when I do, I like to unwind with a plate of chicken nuggets and a bit of zoning out in front of the TV. I could watch sitcoms for hours, man. And that's Kyle. That's Kyle. Chicken nuggets and sitcoms.
I'm not even mad at you, Kyle, because I will also zone out in front of the chicken nuggets.
And apparently he also has a best boy Josh. Best boy Josh makes some appearances. And if you have 100 relationship points with him, he's got a gossip that's dude, I gotta say, you're the realest person I know. If I had to choose between you and my best boy Josh, whoa, that thought just made me super sad. I can't choose between bros. I love all my bros equally. Oh shoot, I got some of that feeling sweat in my eyes again. Bro, I need a tissue. See, this Ken's job is bro. I told you.
I got that feeling sweat in my eyes again. You mean tears, you dumbass?
Such a fucking cinnamon roll. Okay, maybe I have to invite him over now.
Okay, so side note, I just want you guys to know that I feel maybe I'm a little bit Kyle, because I also really like chicken nuggets. But then I was thinking about it, why do I like chicken nuggets? Because I like sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I like dipping sauces, so I just want to dip I want a vessel to dip things in. Yeah, I also now want chicken nuggets too, so it's a thing.
I know, but it's the end of the month. I don't have money for takeout now. I have to do grown-up things and pay bills.
Okay, I want you guys to know that the gallery photos of Kyle are killing me.
They're amazing.
Kyle thinks, Kyle sips, Kyle snacks, Kyle self-actualizes, and it's literally this. It's this. It's this. It's this.
The little arm pump thing.
Kyle wants to move in.
Kyle self-actualizes. I love this.
Kyle wants to move in with his suitcase is killing me. Kyle is great with
Kyle by the bridge gets me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Just Kyle.
Contemplation.
I like that Kyle will take care of your kids even when you're not at home because he's not leaving.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what is this trivia?
Look, Kyle multitasking is Kyle scrolling on his phone while holding your baby.
If you have cottage living installed, Kyle will apparently have a milestone for being crumple-bottomed when added to the current household. I love that Agnes is a verb now.
Mm-hmm.
You just got crumple-bottomed. Love it. Love it.
Oh, he will also have the surviving 7 nights in a haunted house milestone if you have paranormal stuff.
He does kind of look like that stoner from a horror movie who survives until the end.
I was gonna say, how do I feel like he would be like, oh no, man, I could totally stay in this house with these ghosts. Totally.
I mean, that makes him such a fucking millennial because, if you could buy a house for cheap, who fucking cares if it's haunted? Make him pay rent. Mm-hmm. I don't.
So basically, if Kyle just moves in, could he just be my permanent nanny? I guess.
I think we should try it. I think we should just all next time we play and Kyle wants to come over, we just let him come over.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Oh my god, what is this? All right, you keep asking me about that whole exploding toilet thing, and I'm starting to feel guilty. Can I tell you the truth? I never made any toilet explode. Ever. It was just a small misunderstanding with best boy Josh, but he thought it was the raddest thing ever and went on to tell the rest of the boys. They loved it. I can never let them down. I will bear this shame for the boys.
For the boys.
Have y'all ever seen The Good Place?
I have not, no. But
No.
I know of it. I know the concept.
Heard of it, but yes.
Okay, first of all, watch it. It's great. Second of all, he is like Jason in The Good Place. I need y'all to watch The Good Place and then come back and be like, oh no, that is Kyle. Especially when he says best boy Josh.
Whenever I see
Ugh.
Best Boy Josh, I just think of like Best Boy Dog. Because they're all the best boys. Is he talking about it? Probably not, but Best Boy. I'm gonna give Kyle a chance. We'll see how it goes.
Stop. Look at this one of these. I can't. I got this idea, right? You know how emojis kind of speak for themselves sometimes? Like, instead of words? It's crazy, right? But if we could somehow transfer that into, like, real life, you know? I'm gonna do an emoji face right now. You can tell what I'm gonna try and say. Bro, no lie. I think I'm onto something. I gotta write this down. Bro, Kyle, stop.
I don't think so. He's like,
emoji face.
y'all, I don't think of myself as a couch surfer. I think of myself as a couchpreneur.
No.
Shocked? Listen, I have about 1 billion startup ideas. I just no, man. I'm sorry. I gotta stop there. Startup ideas? Me? Can you imagine? No way. For starters, do I look like a guy who wants to wear those weird puffy vests? Yeah, right. Unless
He would wear a puffy vest. I feel like he'd be the
Would.
first person to wear a puffy vest.
She would rock that puffy vest.
I kind of like Kyle. And is this
Does
weird?
it kind of look like Ryan Gosling in Barbie to you?
He does.
A little bit. I don't know. Look, I will admit I was not a fan of Ryan Gosling at all, but he fucking carried that Barbie movie. Phenomenal.
He did.
I need y'all to know
He fucking
that
did the thing. I'm so proud.
I heard the I'm Just Kin song on the way to a wedding before I saw the movie.
That's
And
so
I was like,
fucking
this song is
amazing.
amazing and I love it. I love it so much.
It-
And then I
it's
saw the
always on my
movie
mind.
and I was like, oh my god, it's even better when you watch the visuals.
So much better. The little dancing and everything. Mwah,
It was great.
beautiful. I'm so happy that it's on the Billboard now.
I know,
I'm
right?
just
I
kidding.
want to see that shit. That song needs to get a nomination for Best Original Oscar, a Best Original Song Oscar. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen.
I just love that. There's this. I saw this TikTok everybody saying, "Okay, so we all need to be Barbie for Halloween, different Barbies for Halloween, and be like, hi Barbie, hi Barbie,
Hi, Barbie. I just want 2023 to be the year of Ken. That is all I want.
So
Oh my God.
I got Philip. Because Mattel was selling the hoodie, the tie-dye hoodie says I'm Knuff.
I want that so bad, but shipping and just tax stuff just kills me. But I want it so bad.
Yeah, I got him one. So, but it won't ship until like next month sometime.
Oh,
but I
want it so
went and I immediately bought him one because I was like,
You are Knuff.
you are Knuff. I told him he's Alan.
Honestly, though, Alan's a bro. I love him. But yeah, that's it. That's kind of like all the info we have on the pack and our experiences kind of like peppered in there. I haven't played it as much as I'm kind of like on a sim burnout at the moment.
Oh, like your sim.
Yeah, exactly like my sim. I mean, I was so excited for like the Horse Ranch pack to come out, and I played it for a little bit, but it was super buggy, so I had to stop because like nothing was working, and I got so frustrated, and I haven't been able to pick it back up. I created a sim yesterday because I was like, I'm gonna make a horse girl. Like, I'm gonna make this couple, and they're gonna have a kid, and it's gonna be a horse girl, and blah blah blah. We're like, I'm gonna do the thing, and I played for 2 sim days, and I shut that shit down because I don't know why. I don't know why I'm burnt out. I haven't had a pack be able to kind of like really pull me back in since I think Cottage Living. So it's been a hot minute.
So I haven't played in a hot minute, right, guys? Because my computer was on the fritz, and I had work, I had things, life was just trash. But I was like, horses for Vanity? Let's go. But then I realized I didn't have Growing Together. So I was like, shit. And I was like, we're going to review both of those, and I don't have either one of them. So then I bought them together. But I will say I have not played horses yet because I needed to
Make the ultimate horse girl.
well that,
Carve
but I
out
also needed to
time.
know what was in growing together and what was in horses.
Oh, okay.
You know what
So
I
you
mean?
wouldn't get
So
them
like
mixed up. It makes sense.
I wouldn't get the
It's like a Marvel
features and stuff.
movie. Like you can't watch Avengers if you haven't seen the fucking first Captain America. Like you can't
Right.
watch
So
Captain America if you haven't seen Iron Man. Well, you gotta watch them in order. I haven't seen Ant-Man. Fuck you. There. I said it.
I finally
And
saw
I
it.
still watched Endgame. There.
I did too.
So I bought both packs at the same time, but I was like, well shit, how do I turn one off? So there is a um James Turner
Yep.
has a little thingy where you can disable packs.
Yep.
I'll put it in the show notes so that if you guys don't know about it, you can link it to it, whatever. But I disabled the horse girl pack, which is what I'm going to call it. I fucking don't care. I disabled the horse girl pack so that I could play growing together by itself. But trust and believe, I think her name is Serafina. I'm not sure if that's the daughter or if that's the mom, but the daughter, once she grows up, I don't know how old you have to be to ride a horse because I haven't played horses yet.
Child.
Sweet.
Child.
So
You can play. It's so cute because if like the big horses, they crouch down. They like lay down and let the kid crawl on, and then they get up. It's
so
cute.
as soon as I age this bitch up, and then I'm gonna age her up to child, and then I'm gonna put back on to long span so that I can do a lot of things as a kid.
do your thing.
So I'm gonna age her up, and she's gonna be a fucking horse girl, and she's gonna move out and be a professional horse jumper or something. Whatever you can be in horse packs. So do not fret, guys. You will hear about horses from Vanity.
God, we've been getting so many people on like our Instagram and stuff going like, "Oh my god, we need to know how Vanity feels about this." Like we will get there. She just needs a little more time with the pack. Some of the other podcast people need some more time with the pack because, like I said, it was super buggy when it came out, and like we just need to play it properly now that it's been patched a little bit. But like obviously, Vanity needs to experience the whole thing in its glory. But
I'm
don't
super
worry.
fucking excited, and like, but I needed to play this pack first to know what I was getting to know, especially what was in the cast. Which, by the way, we didn't talk about the cast, but it's fucking adorable. Maybe because I don't play with kids enough that I didn't realize, but the hair, because I turned off.
Isn't it adorable?
I turned off and I only looked at hair. I was only looking at things in cast that were only in growing together so I can figure it out. But like, first of all, toddler hair is a fucking adorable. Toddler clothes are adorable. I am kind of annoyed that they don't have a lot of you know how the stylized looks? They don't have a lot of those for growing together. And
No,
I was
they
like,
don't.
Yeah, no.
Figure it out.
I was like, I like the stylized looks.
I don't even think they have any.
They had like one or two, and I forgot what section they were in. But the outfits were cute. However, you cannot, as I tried, you cannot make a full outfit with just growing together clothes because I tried. It doesn't work. You could, but you look like a fucking idiot. So I tried though, but it doesn't work. But the cast is beautiful. Like there's such the hair. There are such cute clothes. And you can tailor like your likes and dislikes. Obviously you can do that, but you could tailor them in there, and then you can go back and add some more like later without even putting the cheats on.
It's great.
I loved it. I thought it was beautiful, and I had a great dandy old time, as Ali and Ava both know, because I was like definitely like popping in. The minute I started playing, I was like, "Look at this one! Look at this!" Which is what I do every time I'm in cast. Like, look at my sim. So I am excited to see what Horse Girl Pack has in their casts.
They don't have as much for kids, which was kind of a letdown because, like, if you want to create the ultimate horse girl, that was a little bit of a letdown. But like the adult stuff is just
Because when I aged my child up, I was going to go back and cast and change all her outfits because, they give you those random default outfits. So I have to go back and change them all.
Yeah.
It's like whatever they're randomizing has no style whatsoever. So when she ages up, I'm going to have to go. Now, did I definitely, when I was making her, go through each one of the age? I don't want to be surprised. So I know what she's going to look like physically.
Really?
I don't want to be surprised, man. So she's going to be cute no matter what, but I got to figure out what she's going to be. But I am excited to see the child cast because right now I've only seen toddler, and a part of me I'm going to go through, and when she ages up, I'm going to look at growing together cast for a child. I'm going to play growing together probably for 1 or 2 sim days just as a child, and then I'm going to turn on Horse Girl pack.
Sounds like a plan. See if I can go for it.
So that, she can be the ultimate horse girl. She's going to become, I don't know what aspirations and what, is there a horse girl job?
For adults, there are aspirations to do with the whole horse thing, yes, but not for children.
Well, right, but I'm like, so eventually she can be a horse girl as her profession?
Oh, absolutely. She can do all of the training and the riding and yeah, absolutely. You can teach your child to be a horse girl.
The ultimate horse girl forever. Cool beans. That's the end game, guys. So hopefully by the time we do our pack review, she'll have been the ultimate horse girl and she'll be well into young adulthood. And then maybe her mom will be an elder and she can go bless that fucking box real quick.
Finally get that box. Goddamn bless.
Bless the box.
God, can you imagine walking up to Agnes Crumplebottom and going hey, bless this box. Can you just bless this? You're old. Bless this box. You would get pursed so fast. You would get crumple-bottomed so hard.
For the love of God, just bless the box. I want to open it.
Whatever you need to do and then go.
I love it.
So yes, that's the plan. Oh, but I do know that, you know how you get inheritance,
yeah.
But there's a will from growing together. I think there's a will.
Is there? I don't play elders. I don't know. Oh my God!
There's something to do with something like that, and I was looking at it because of when I was investigating what the fuck this box was. Something to do with something.
Honestly, I don't think I would use it in game because we're still going through some inheritance drama with my mom's half brother because of after my grandma died, and it's just such a fucking headache. He's such an asshole, but yeah. So I don't want that in my game.
At least, well, because once my sim moves out of their parents' house, I never talk to the parents again. But
and then you get a phone call to let you know that they died.
Yeah.
Hey, your dad died. Oh fuck.
But at least with this way, you can get her old ass mom to bless a box. I just want to open it.
That's all you need to do. Mom, bless the box.
But I wonder, if I could put the box in my horse girl's house and then have her mom come over one time just to bless the box real quick, and then she can leave.
Maybe. Or you could try it. Guys, have you had the box blessed? You let us know if you have. You can let us know.
Yeah, please.
All of our socials. We have Instagram and Twitter. X.
Whatever it's called.
I don't know.
I
left
now.
Twitter in the pre-Musk era, and I don't know what it is now anymore. I'm staying far, far away from that hellscape. My life is basically just Instagram reels now, and just cute cats and crochet. It's so much food. We're also on Reddit, on Plumbob Podcast. We are Under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr. We still have a Tumblr. We have a website, plumbobcast.com, which our beautiful Julia designed for us. And you can email us at undertheplumbobpodcast@gmail.com. We also have merch. You can find the link in the description. You can join our Patreon. Like I said, if you want to join our discussions, if you want to talk to us, if you want to see pictures of our beautiful pets, or even of the delicious, delicious food we make, or the crafts that we make, like Jess and me, we crochet and we sometimes put our stuff on there. You can join us. You can join the Broke Newbie family for $1 per month. You have access to our private Discord, chat with us, with other fellow Simazens, and we also have the Top Hat Money tier, which is $3 for Discord access, plus a monthly bonus episode. We are also looking to bring some new exciting stuff to our tiers. Like, we're looking at potentially having like little movie nights with like really shitty public domain movies. Like, if you guys have never seen Nosferatu, we might do that. It's glorious. It's beautiful. It's just so kitsch. So we might do that. We're looking at some interesting stuff to give you. And if you have suggestions, like, contact us at our socials and, let us know what you want, and we'll do our best to give it to you. Also, if you could subscribe and rate and review on like Apple Podcast, on Stitcher, on TuneIn, on Spotify. Like, Spotify has this new feature where you can only leave a review after you have listened to X amount of episodes of a podcast, which I think is amazing.
That is pretty good.
If you've listened to a few episodes, if you think we're neat, give us a little review. We're also on Google Play, Pandora, etc., etc. We're everywhere.
Oh, also tell your friends if that's it. If you're playing Sims,
yes,
your friends
word of mouth.
Yes,
word of mouth is how we grow. So tell your friends.
Tell your buddies. So we also always thank our wonderful writing team, which in this case was Caitlin, beautiful Caitlin, and me. I also did the thing. And yeah, we, as always, very grateful to the amazing Sims fan sites out there. They give us most of our research, like this amazing Sims fandom wiki that gave us the beauty that was Kyle Kyleson. Game Rant gave us that compatibility guide, which I'm super grateful for. There was also an ING list, IGN.com.
That's where I got the quirks from.
Yeah,
it's a Sims 4 wiki on IGN, so that's where you get the quirks if you want to know what they all are. But I mean, they all suck.
Yeah, there was a lot on Game Rant actually this time around, which is great. So thank you for that. And last, we saved the best for last, and thank your beautiful little ears for listening to us and putting up with us. And listen, I know you got a lot of salt this episode, but honestly, they gave the child review episode to the wrong people.
Oh, this is a decent pack though. Like, out of their packs.
In all fairness, it is. What they've added is great. Don't get it twisted. I just am annoyed by it, but I'm annoyed by it as a player. But I feel like being annoyed by it, I will. It's also kind of fun. This is my seal of approval. It is leaps and bounds better than fucking Parenthood.
There it goes. There we go. Oh. Another dig at Parenthood. That's great.
Fucking hate that pack. Sorry. I just really hate that pack.
Had to. Kick us down. Love it. Honestly, for me, it adds so much more to do as children. Yeah. Like, I used to only be fixated on like getting them to school, getting their grades up, and like getting some aspirations fulfilled. But like, this is just so much fun. Like they're outside playing in the treehouse. There's more interactions. There's like, we have puzzle game nights. I'm teaching them how to ride bikes. Love it. Fucking love it. Have I checked out the elder stuff? No, because I don't play with old people. I don't know why.
I'm super, super, super excited to age my sim up.
So she can bless the box.
So, fuck, just bless the damn box.
Hashtag bless the damn box.
Episode title, bless the box.
That's going to be the episode title, bless the box.
But I am excited to like actually age my toddler up so that she can be a child. I'm going to make sure that I don't fuck any up. She knows how to walk, she knows how to talk, she knows how to... Oh, side note, before we go, we never talked about the potty. I'm super annoyed by the potty because, like, I put her bitch ass on the potty and she still had a potty accident. How? You're sitting on it.
They're learning.
What did you piss off the side? You're sitting on it.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, upset because she had a potty accident. Bitch, you are sitting on it! Anyway.
Never had to drink. Maybe it was just too late. Just like a second too late. But that's
She was sitting on it for the whole time, so fuck it. Anyway, but yes, I'm excited. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, here's our first episode back. So yeah, this is like a little palate cleanser, a little amuse bouche before we get to the main course, which is going to be
Horse Girls
Horse Ranch review.
Y'all, I want to prepare you right now. If I if this pack is not gonna live up to my expectations,
Oh no.
You're gonna hear it.
Oh god. It's either gonna be an episode full of joy and absolute glee, or it's gonna be so full of disappointment. I'm excited.
So until then, guys, hydrate, wash your hands. If you're in any of the southern areas of the United States and going through a heat wave right now, stay the fuck inside. It's 109 degrees today here in the wonderful hell that is Tejas. And
if
go
you're
back
from
to the real
if you're
world.
from Hawaii, hopefully you're safe.
Yes, if you're in Hawaii, be safe. And we are rooting for you. But I've donated to a couple of different charities,
Yeah, me too.
relief supports for Maui. But yeah, be safe. We love you, and don't go visit Hawaii right now, guys. Let them heal.
Oh god, yeah.
Okay,
And don't be some vulture real estate people who are trying to like already get people's properties before they
I'm
even know.
sorry, what?
Yeah, property people are
girl.
already calling up, like trying to get their property to buy it off, like before they even can assess the damage.
Fucking kidding. Vultures.
Literally.
Assholes. This is why the aliens aren't coming to us. They're just gonna burn us down like Independence Day. All right, peace out, bean sprouts.
Bye. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.